Cycling in the capital was increased by 70% in the last 5 years. But as cycling's boomed, so has the black market in stolen bikes.
Cutting the wire, strike, strike, strike.
80,000 bicycles were stolen last year, costing Londoners more than £27 million. Tonight, we track the criminals that are stealing your bikes.
Look, get off the bike, look under the saddle, there's a tracker under there.
And show you where they end up once they're stolen.
It's a nice bike. 1, 3.
Anyway, mate, enjoy it, yeah?
I will do.
Cycle theft is big business in the capital, and it's getting bigger, doubling in the last 4 years.
I had my bike nicked from outside my headquarters at ITN, and I was gutted. I mean, it was like a bit of me being stolen.
Since I came to London 15 years ago, I've had 3 bikes stolen.
In my time in London, I've had about 5 bicycles stolen.
I do expect my bike to get stolen sometimes in London, yes, that's true.
On one occasion, they actually nicked it from within the precincts of the Palace of Westminster.
It's like occupational hazard of cycling in London. You know, it's going to happen.
Bike theft is increasing because it appears to be such an easy crime to commit. The London programme decided to see just how easy it is to steal a bike. We bought 3 bicycles and locked them up in central London. While filming from a distance, we tried to steal our own bikes in broad daylight to see if anyone would intervene. First stop, Scotland Yard. Surrounded by CCTV cameras, armed police and a constant flow of pedestrians, will I get away with stealing a bike with a giant pair of cable cutters? "15 seconds later, the bike is ours." Next, Piccadilly Circus, one of London's busiest tourist attractions. Method of attack, portable angle grinder. A noisy 20 seconds later, and we're off with the bike. Last but not least, Barbican Tube Station at rush hour. Method of attack, hacksaw. Two minutes later, and we've just stolen our bike for the 3rd time. Despite trying our hardest to get noticed stealing the bikes in central London, not one person intervened or even asked what we were doing throughout the entire day.
Everybody walks on by these days. So we live in this atomistic society where nobody takes charge of the community, nobody has a feeling for what's going on the streets, and so people feel they can get away with whatever they like.
Another factor fueling bicycle theft is the way cyclists are securing their bikes. Police suggest cyclists should spend between 10 to 20% of their bike's value on security, but many cyclists are opting to use cheap locks that are easy targets for thieves. This is believed to be partly responsible for the increase in thefts. We bought a selection of relatively cheap cable locks and took them for testing at Sold Secure, a company that rates the quality of security products.
The idea of today is to test the bicycle locks. We're going to try and wedge them, hammer them, lever them, cut them, and just to basically see if we can get in as a normal criminal would.
Steve gets his gloves on and starts to attack this £12.99 lock with a junior hacksaw. What would you say to people that were thinking of buying a cheap cable lock?
Spend your money. You get what you pay for.
Next up, a more expensive cable lock costing $16.99.
I think what we're trying to do this time is just see how good a lock that is by just hitting the lock body to see if the lock body shatters. It's cheap, nasty, and bye-bye, your bike's gone already.
Next, a fully armoured cable lock costing $24.99.
In the front of the lock is starting to come away a little bit. We'll just see if that comes off.
The tools needed to get through these cables were crude but effective. They won't get through most of the expensive D-locks and chains on the market, but professional bike thieves can get through pretty much anything with heavy-duty equipment.
The opportunist thief will basically use smaller tools like junior hacksaws, piece of wire in the lock, that type of stuff, where the professional criminal will go into much higher level tools, as in probably bolt croppers, larger sets of levering devices, that type of thing.
For heavy-duty lock attacks, we had to visit Almac security chain manufacturer Alex Simpson and his friend Gary Zanko, who regularly test rival companies' products. We bought them a selection of the most expensive bicycle locks on the market. These locks will deter opportunist thieves, but will they last against a professional bike thief attack with bolt croppers? The results were surprising. This Abbas City Chain X Plus, costing nearly £100, went in just 8 seconds. We showed our findings to Abbas, who told us we supply a wide range of acknowledged security products which have passed tests of all relevant European test institutes. Next, the Kryptonite New York Forget About It chain, costing £100, went in only 11 seconds. Kryptonite told us all Kryptonite products meet or exceed published industry testing standards. Next, the Squire MC4 chain and lock, costing £120, lasted just 3 seconds. Alex and Gary continued testing bicycle locks. When they were finished, they cut through £500 worth of locks in just 99 seconds. But Almac security co-owner Maxine Simpson wasn't shocked by the findings.
I'm not surprised by what we've done today. Any cyclist that buys any of these locks we tested today are not safe, because a professional thief, it is no deterrent to him. It offers no deterrent at all. He will come with the Irwin record 42-inch croppers. Seconds later, he'll be walking away with that cyclist's bike.
Central London is now the country's bicycle theft capital, with over 80 bicycles stolen every day. City police are fighting back against bike thieves by trying to catch them in the act. Today's operation involves locking a decoy bike to a rack outside Barbican Tube Station and waiting for a thief to strike. One officer stakes out the bike and monitors any activity near it.
Yeah, all received, Darren. Are you all in place now?
200 yards away, PC Sam Rice waits in a stairwell, listening to his radio, while other undercover officers surround the decoy bicycle on street level, including a plainclothes WPC riding a bike. It's not long before a man approaches the bike rack, acting strangely.
Stand by, stand by, stand by. I see 3 male wearing blue glasses, black leather top, just pushing a bike into the cycle rack, looking very closely at other bikes. The male is now approaching our bike. The male is now approaching our bike. Move up, move up, move up.
He's approaching our bike.
It's going into a green shoulder bag that he's carrying. He's about to take out, he's, okay, cutting the wire, strike, strike, strike.
Stand still!
Hey!
Stand still!
Please! Right, calm down.
Calm down, that's it, nice one.
Seen again, the man approaches the decoy bike and attempts to cut through the lock. A plainclothes officer jumps from a push bike to catch the suspect, but he makes a run for it, only to get tackled and brought down by other officers. He was using a cheap pair of wire cutters available from any local DIY shop, which were easily hidden in the bag he was carrying.
Never been nicked before.
It turns out the suspect's a serial bike thief, having already been caught several times stealing bikes. He's taken back to Snehill police station and charged with the attempted theft of a pedal cycle and was later sentenced to 6 months in prison.